Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talk. I hope everybody's having a great day. Have I got an awesome video planned out for you guys today. We're going to talk a little bit about gold and why it's continuing to hit all-time highs again. And we're going to talk about silver, what's going on with silver. We saw a nice jump on silver yesterday. Is this going to continue? What happened to the dip we were talking about? We are going to be talking a little bit about that today. The dip can come anytime between now and the end of the month. You have to understand, short positions do not have to clear out early in the month. They have all month to clear out. They technically have, it's usually a 3-month basis. So as we end the third financial quarter, I'm expecting to see some of these short positions clear and then new short positions get put down that will beat the price down. Then they'll clear out the old ones and essentially we'll be right back with a huge short position on silver. But it can go a little bit higher after that. Each time lately, we've been seeing the new lows a little bit higher than the previous low. And with gold, we're seeing it continue to climb. There's not a whole lot as much manipulation when it comes to gold. Reason being, it is a huge amount of money. I mean, it's just astronomical for a lot of people. Now, when it comes to silver, silver's getting used up. The silver market's not really that big when you think about it at the current prices. So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. And we're also going to talk about why this coin is sitting here. I know some people have already been waiting what's going on for October. So if you guys didn't know, in September, we gave one of these away. This was our September prize. It was a super awesome prize. It was basically for our members event. It's a free event for our members. It's only $1.99 to become a member. You can cancel at any time, and you get an opportunity to win something cool in our free members event. You could end up leaving with a really cool gift. And the gift for October is going to be this. Now, there is a catch to it. We've got to hit 150 members by the end of October. If not, we're going to give away a standard 1-ounce American Silver Eagle, kind of like this one. But as soon as we hit the 150 members, then we will still give this away. So it could go a little bit into, let's see, November. But I think it's going to go quick. That's why I'm announcing it really early right now so we can fill the spots up really quick and give this away. I think it's going to be really cool. Now, for those of you that don't know, what is that coin? It's just an eagle. I mean, it can't be anything super cool. It is. And I'm going to show you why it is right now. So this, for those of you that don't know, this is a 1987 San Francisco Silver Eagle. It's an MS69. And I'm going to pull up right now. See here if we can get it focused in. Boom. Boom. Okay, here we go. So this is a 1987 American Eagle struck at the San Francisco Mint. The price on this coin, $250. Why so much? You might ask. Because the numbers are, there are only 11,840 MS69s. It's a pretty low mintage coin. Now, here's the catch, too, with this coin that a lot of people may not know. So this had to come out of a box because there's no real way to know a San Francisco Eagle. I mean, technically, you could say, like, this is a San Francisco Eagle. There's no difference. The only way to know is you had to have sent in a box, a full monster box, and they could basically see on the side of the box that it did come from San Francisco and get it graded. And at this point in the game, there ain't many San Francisco boxes out there. Therefore, a sealed box of them is probably going to be hard to find. Therefore, the numbers are probably not going to go up anymore. And if we're already at $250, I believe this could be a coin that could continue to go up. If you're lucky enough to win this for free for a $1.99 membership, it's an awesome deal. I hope to see a bunch of you guys join and become a member. If that ain't a perk enough, you also have your comments go straight to my phone. So that's pretty cool because if you write a comment now with almost 4,000 videos, 3,500 videos, it's hard to keep up with all the comments. But if you are a member, Your comments go straight to my phone. I answer them every day, usually pretty quick, but some days if I'm really busy, I don't get to answer them right off. I usually answer them, maybe in the afternoon or the evening when things start slowing down. So consider becoming a member for only $1.99 a month. The goal is we're going to try to get 150 members by next month. So we got at most 6 weeks, at least 2 weeks. It would be great if we can fill the 150 members real quick. If we don't hit 150, we're still going to give away this, and then the following month we'll give away that. So it's worth it. With that being said, let's jump into silver. And for those of you that don't know how to join to become a member, it's right below. There is a little join button right beside the subscribe button where it says subscribe. There's a little $1.99 join or a join button, and then when you click it, it will tell you. So let's get started. And I'll mention this a couple times throughout the rest of the month, but I just kind of wanted to give the loyal subscribers first dibs to get their spots now. So, okay, so what's going on with gold? What's going on with silver? So obviously everybody knows we've talked about both what we're going to talk about tonight a little bit, but we're going to get a little more in depth. So what's happening? Why did gold have a bigger jump recently? And what caused silver to go up? So usually silver follows gold. If gold goes up, silver usually goes up, and it goes up a little faster. Unfortunately, when gold comes down, silver comes down a little harder also. We've got a lot going on with the upcoming Fed meeting. A lot of talk that interest rates are going to be cut. They're going to cut interest rates. My belief is they're going to cut 1/4%. If they do cut 1/4%, that's going to be basically mean cheaper money, easier money, and with that coming, more people are going to start spending. And as more people start spending, what they're hoping is it's going to push the economy up. The economy that they tell us is doing great, I'm not convinced that it's doing that great, or they wouldn't be cutting interest rates. But some people are saying they're cutting it because the banks are in trouble. A lot of people don't even understand what's going on with the banks. The banks loaned out all this money, and at low interest rates, they took a lot of money and they bought your bonds at a low % interest rate, and now we're at 5%. Well, people want a better interest rate. Inflation's happening. You see one bank do it, all of a sudden other banks want, and they've got to keep your money, so they've got to offer the 5% too. However, that means that banks start losing money. Why? Because they basically used your money that you've already put in your savings account and invested it in other stuff. If they sell now, they sell at a loss, and they don't want to do that. Therefore, what's going to happen? I think they're going to cut interest rates by 1/4% to kind of help the banks just a little bit, help the economy a little bit. Some people are saying now they could even cut 0.5%. I don't think they'll be that generous. And the reason is, obviously, they make money having the interest rates at that. So we're going to talk a little bit about what else was driving it, since we've talked about the Fed meeting that's coming up next week already. What's going on? Obviously, tensions escalating overseas in, I don't know if I should say the name. Well, we'll say Ukraine. I guess there's no way around not saying one of those two countries so you guys know what's going on. But tensions are escalating. And as tensions escalate, that's going to be, people are going to look more at gold and silver. Now, obviously, if gold goes up, silver follows it. Now, I personally was thinking we would see a dip before the Fed meeting. Now, why am I still thinking we could even see it? Part of me thinks that they will try to cover, because when the Fed gives a rate cut, everybody knows gold and silver is going to go up. They could throw us a curveball and not cut rates. That would definitely be a crazy curve, but I don't think they would dare to do that, because the markets would probably go crazy and start selling everything off, and then you would see gold and silver plunge along with the stock market. And I know some people are waiting for a big dip so they can buy more. For me, I look at it like, if it dips, great. I'll pick up some more if I can. If it skyrockets, great. I like seeing it go up as well. Different people have different reasons, but I think the majority of the people right now are still in an acquisition phase. They want to keep acquiring ounces, and so they want to see interest rates not get cut, and that way gold and silver will come down. But they're not going to do that. I would bet almost anything they will cut interest rates by at least 0.5%. Now, we've talked already a little bit, but I'm going to refresh it real quick. So at the end of every financial quarter, the quarters are broken up: the first 3 months, the 4th, 5th, and 6th month, the 7th, 8th, and 9th month, and the 10th, 11th, and 12th month. At the end of each financial quarter, short positions are usually cleared out and settled. Now, once those settle, obviously there's a huge amount of short contracts. Why would there be short contracts? So, in short, no pun intended, you will see, in order for the price to come down, because if they bought all those short contracts at the beginning, or I should say at the end of the second financial quarter, so they could beat the price down, then they had to hold those contracts and wait for an opportunity. Now, if the economy tanks, the price of silver and gold will go down, and the price of silver will plunge. How low will it go? You know, some people are saying 25 bucks. I've heard even some people say even lower. But when it comes down, that would be their opportunity to square up all of those short positions, settle them all out. But if it doesn't come down, the economy doesn't tank, then essentially the price of silver has been going up. Now, what's going to happen? Well, you can look at what happened the previous 3-month quarter, and we had silver down to just in the $26 range. So now we're going to take 27 for easy math, because it didn't actually hit 26. It actually was like 26.50, I think, 26.40, but we'll say $27 for easy math. At $27, if the silver price is sitting at 30, anybody that shorted silver owes $3 for every ounce they shorted. A short contract is broken up into 5,000 ounces, so a 5,000 ounce contract. That means that each contract has lost $15,000. But here's the thing, it's not one contract that's out there. We're talking thousands of contracts. And once you have that kind of silver that's being shorted, where is that kind of money going to come from? They're going to take huge losses at a $3 gain. And the losses could just keep stacking up. And here's the thing, if silver goes up, and likely it will with the rate cut on Wednesday, I think, the 17th, 18th, you can expect that they're going to take even more losses. So the only way that they can not take these huge losses is put up huge amounts of short contracts. Short contracts means they're going to basically borrow ounces, sell it onto the market, and drive the price down. And when they do that, eventually they have to settle those contracts, usually in 3 months from now. So we're going to see how that plays out. I expect that they will be driving the price down some, but it's going to be difficult. I'm not convinced. I don't know when they'll do it. Nobody really does. All we're all doing is guessing on what we think is going to happen based on charts, based on numbers, based on previous history. And we have seen at the end of the first financial quarter, we've seen the price of silver get beat down. We've seen it again at the end of the second financial quarter. In fact, we see it every financial quarter at the end where the price has a beat down. Now, sometimes it happens throughout the day. Sometimes it's a flash crash. We see it just plunge in the middle of the day or in the middle of the night, and everybody's asleep, usually at like 5, 6 in the morning, and the price just gets destroyed. And then it recovers after the shorts are settled. So we're going to see how that plays out. We've talked about that a lot already. I'm not totally discouraged. I had someone ask me, are you going to feel bad if you're wrong and we don't see silver take a dip this weekend? I'm not going to feel bad because I am still convinced that we will see some sort of a dip by the end of the month. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm not convinced they're going to eat that kind of money unless some major event is about ready to happen and it's going to put all of this in the back burner. And by back burner, I mean, I guess if a W3 was to happen, I don't think that's going to escalate like that. But if it was, then essentially that would put silver probably on the back burner, like, you know, the bank's coming up short, failed to deliver, that type of stuff. People aren't going to be talking about that. They're not even going to be thinking of that. The stock market would be instantly crushed. And unfortunately, people would be selling their silver, paper silver, I have to emphasize, because someone asked me that today, a friend of mine. It will only probably be the paper silver that will be selling off. I'm not planning on taking any of my ounces to the coin shop and saying, hey, I need money because we just started this major event, you know. So I'm not totally stressing what's happening. I think that we will still see an initial rush, a jump in the price of precious metals once they announce a rate cut. I think before the end of the month, we will see a dip. Now, it's obviously going to be interesting to see how low they can dip it, especially coming off of a high. I mean, think about it. We have a big jump in precious metals on the 17th. They only got 13 days to beat the price back down. So I definitely would not want to be buying right now. You know, someone asked me that today. You know, yeah, you got silver over 30 bucks. I don't really want to buy unless it's a super hot deal. I don't want to buy silver over 30. I don't want to buy gold at 26. And, you know, it's almost 26. It ain't quite 26 yet. You look at the gold futures, I think it was at 25.94. You look at the spot contract, I think it was showing 25.56. I'll take a quick look. This is as of right now that I'm looking. I'm pulling up the numbers actually as we speak. So as of right now, we are seeing gold at 25.65. We're seeing silver smack dab at $30 an ounce. And we saw a great climb today. I don't want to buy right now because I do think there will be a small pullback coming. And if we don't see the pullback, we see another jump, I still think that there will be some sort of a pullback coming. We're in election year. We've talked about that time and time again. I think during election years, you run the bigger risk of a hit in the stock market. Right now, people are scared. The economy is not doing that good. Could they come in with some crazy 0.5% cut, 0.75% cut, a full percent cut? They could. That would definitely drive the markets higher, and it's going to drive silver even higher. And that's where I think it could get difficult to see any kind of a pullback in the price of precious metals if something crazy happens. But something crazy could happen the other way, where they just don't have an interest rate cut. They say, look, things are looking so much better. However, we're going to put the interest rate cut off till next month. And that would literally destroy the markets. That would destroy the price of silver. That would bring down a lot of assets. You would see Bitcoin take hits, most cryptos, most stocks, and including gold and silver. But here's the thing. When I talk to people that I know and I ask them what happens if silver price comes down, the common answer these guys tell me is, I don't care. I'll just buy more. I hope it does come down. You know, they don't need the money. They would just go in and buy more. And here's the thing. There's a lot of people out there. You ask yourselves in the community. Put in the comments below. If you're still watching right now, if silver dips down to $25, are you going to go buy some or are you going to wait? Most people are going to comment. They're going to go buy some if we see a crazy dip. And that's where opportunity comes in. Because if everybody starts buying, we could see the price really rally. And that would definitely be funny because, like I said, short positions have to cover at the end of the month. And if price goes up, they're going to have to cover at huge, huge losses. I don't want to see banks fail. Someone asked me the other day, do I want to see the dollar fail? Do I want to see banks fail? No, I don't. I don't. You guys know I'm retired military. Obviously, my retirement military check makes a difference for me. You know, by getting that, I don't want that to stop. You know, do I think eventually something will happen? Absolutely. But it doesn't mean I want it to happen. You know, I don't want to see banks collapse. I don't want to see people lose their money. I mean, would I like to see us go back on a gold and silver standard? I would love that. But it's may not happen the way we want it to. And when it does happen, so many people are going to be out so much money that people are going to go crazy. And when people go crazy, that can lead to chaos. That can lead to a lot of problems. Someone told me one day, if silver ever goes to $100, you can expect that you won't be able to walk down the street. I don't entirely believe that, you know, because here's the thing. What would that entail? That would entail silver to go from 30 to 100. So we're going to say triple. I mean, we've seen it triple before. We've seen it go up 10 times before, from $5 to 50. You could still walk down the street. What did we see gold recently? Gold has gone up tremendously. You know, people just don't realize. I suppose if it happened overnight, yeah, that would be ugly. But I don't think it's going to happen like that overnight. It's going to be a slow grind. Just like they're hiding inflation. Inflation's happening. They're trying to keep it at 2%, but it's obviously above 2%. When you're investing in gold and silver, the inflation that's taking out a lot of people is actually helping you because it's causing your assets to go up in value. And it's not just gold and silver. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, the only thing you can invest in gold and silver. No. Like I said in yesterday's video, if you have a house, that goes up in value. You can get more fiat for it. But the truth is, it's the fiat currency that's actually coming down in value. And as that comes down in value, you need more of it to get the same amount of goods and services. And once you realize that, then you decide, hey, I don't want to hold too much in fiat currency. I want to hold more in solid assets, real estate, gold, silver. There's a lot of other assets too. Bitcoin. I mean, do I think that these things can collapse? Absolutely. But I also have to say that if people believe in it and they keep buying it, obviously it will keep driving it higher. At a certain point, people will wake up that Bitcoin is nothing physical, nothing tangible, and they will get out of it, I believe. But I think they're going to have to see some pain first, and they haven't seen that yet. But it could come. And I don't want to see anybody that invests in Bitcoin get destroyed, obviously. I personally know people in our community that have a lot of Bitcoin. They are invested in it. And I don't want to see them lose money. But I'm also talking about what will and most likely will and can happen. So, you know, it's not meant to be ugly towards anybody. So, with that being said, I hope to see some of you guys join and become a member. But if you don't, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And again, this is a beautiful coin. So, someone hopefully is going to walk away with this in October. What are we in? October? September, October? Yeah, October. So, I get my months mixed up a lot because being retired, I mean... So beautiful coin. I love this coin, and I actually have a couple of them, so that's why I said that might be a really nice, that might be one of my better ounces of silver, but I don't know, maybe a Morgan would be nicer, but we'll see. I don't know if I have any Morgans that are more expensive than $250 certified, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think this would be a cool prize for next month? I know a lot of you guys watching the video are already members, but maybe you know someone that's thinking about becoming a member and you're like, you know what, for $1.99, become a member. If you don't like it, you can cancel literally in a month. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. I hope you all have a great day and a great weekend. I will see you this weekend. Be sure and check out all of my short videos. I will be putting up some short videos this evenings, and I might even go live one day this weekend. So take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.